For the warm-up, I'm going to be using the compression floss band. As you can see, I wrapped it up and now I'm just going through a little brief overview of what you're about to see. The compression floss band, it really helps break open the sliding surface of the skin to fascia to muscles. If you don't have one, don't worry. You can still go through all this banded distraction stuff we're about to do. So now we're going to put the loop around. If you don't have the floss band, that's fine. Still grab this big loop, attach it to something strong, put it very high up on the thigh, and now we're going to work on some posterior banded distraction. Distraction just means we're going to create some space in that hip joint, so we're going to try to pull that femur posteriorly backwards through that socket. So we're just going to be rocking through hip flexion and a little hip extension here, kicking on the glutes, kicking on the hip flexors. Now I go side to side. Again, that band's pulling me in posterior distraction. We're just trying to set that hip socket perfectly with the femur. Now we're going to do a little straight leg hinging over, pretty much mimicking a deadlift, right? So we're in this hip flexion position, going into a hip extension position when we're up. So bending over, filling the hamstrings. Going to transition into this deep lunge sideways. The band is now pulling us in a lateral femur distraction, so we're still creating a little bit more space in that hip joint. I'm reaching around to the sky, down, opening up, flopping over to pigeon pose. Try to think. Twist your right hip to your left heel, reach around, find your funky corners. You want to spend more time where you're super tight at. Now we're going to go up to this rotational capacity of the hip. So we're in external rotation of this hip, trying to push that femur kind of up through the socket. You'll really feel that in the glute. And now we should be nice and good. Our hip flexion's set and we're ready to get after it, guys.